love when the key I want is the last one in the pocket. Got a short somewhere. Will drain the battery if I leave it on.
This is Charlie Fisher. You see that bag he's holding? He keeps his car keys in there. None of them are labeled. He doesn't want thieves to know his system. He moves his cars for street cleaning every Wednesday and Friday, shuttling them from block to block.
There we go.
He even owns a tow truck to move the hard starters.
We never had any kids, so it's kind of like my babies. Hers are dogs. Difference is the dogs, after 15, 16 years, they're gone.
Charlie's married to Anne Marie, and despite the fact that they have a long driveway, she parks on the street.
To me, a car is, you get in and you drive it, and you have brakes, and you have windshield wipers, and you go from A to B.
A couple of years ago.
What gives him the spirit, he loves that. And I can understand that. I have some problems with it, but I understand his passion on the cars.
It was funny, I had a Volkswagen 67, and it was a 357 JSN.
With Charlie, you're gonna hear a car story or two, and you probably won't be able to understand the details.
Okay, it's Corvette time now.
So can you name every car that you own?
Usually do them in order by age.
Yeah, okay, that's great.
Okay, 1920 Model T fire truck, two 1930 Buicks. It's not the easiest thing to get rid of at this point. 1936 Chevrolet sedan, 1936 Nash sedan. It's a really good engine. 1940 Cadillac, 1947 Buick, 1955 Chevy Townsman, 1956 Volkswagen, 56 Chevy tow truck, 62 Volkswagen Beetle, 63 Valiant convertible. This roof slides in. 63 Lark Wagoneer. I'm not going to do it right now. 64 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, 64 and a half Mustang, 65 Imperial LeBaron, 1965 Imperial Crown, 1967 Mercury Cougar, 70 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia, 72 Honda 600. This vehicle does run. 1974 Volkswagen, 77 Corvette, 79 Trans Am, 83 Mazda RX-7, 1987 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, 99 Stratus. It's kind of dumpy, but whatever. 2001 Oldsmobile Alero.
That was 28 cars.
Yeah, should have been. That's not being very cooperative.
The cars are kind of like anchors holding you back.
Yeah, they are. They are. Because you have to use your common sense. He's not practical. See, I'm practical. He's not.
So you guys are perfect for each other.
Yeah, right. We kind of balance each other. Yeah, he's not at all practical. He only says, well, I need this, and I need this, and I need to get this book, and I need to get that book. You can't have every book in the world. It's like, I love dogs. I don't have 30 dogs. No, Clifford, come here. No.
But that's the thing. Even if Anne-Marie wanted 30 dogs, she couldn't have them. It's illegal in LA County to have more than 4 dogs in one house. But you can't own as many cars as you like. Charlie is not breaking any rules. He might be on the right side of the law, but what has he done to his own life?
Oh, I've said no a lot of times. It's just that one, the price was such, and I just, I bought it.
Not everyone on Charlie's block has the same reverence for cars. Introducing Interrupting Angry Neighbor.
Neighbors are talking about it, really frustrated. So if there's, I don't know if we can think of anything else.
Well, unless I could find a storage place that I could afford, which I can't, because everybody wants a fortune.
And you're still not okay with parking them further down.
Oh, no. No, I need to be able to keep tabs on them. Things could happen. But I've spread them out a little more to try and deal with that. And I was leaving a few more spaces up in this area.
Okay. I mean, everyone's just super bummed out. Okay. Thanks, I guess. If I can't get a hold of you, then that plan doesn't really work.
Yeah.
The plan she's talking about is this. Charlie gives the neighbors his cell phone number and says, listen, if you need a spot, call me and I'll move one of my cars.
I know, but unfortunately, the one time you tried to call, I was actually on the other end of I was on the other end of town. Yeah, it doesn't work if I'm not in town.
Tuesday nights, he drives from one side of the street to a public parking lot. Wednesday mornings, he moves them back to the same spot on the street. Thursday nights, he drives the cars on the other side to the same lot. Friday mornings, he moves them from the lot back to the street. Charlie says this whole process takes about 4 hours. You've almost built your own prison. You've built yourself into this box.
Well, to some extent. Although I can, when I go on vacation, I can make arrangements for parking.
We haven't really been on a vacation since we went to Hawaii in 2008.
Charlie has some kind of rationalization for everything he does, and it can be frustrating to listen to. But it makes you wonder, what is a person's right to public space, and where do we draw that line? At what point did you look at your collection and think, I collect cars differently than most people?
I don't know. I didn't really think, because I actually have friends that are just as bad.
But they're not parking this many cars.
Oh, some are.
Where?
Actually, one of them's out of town.
In rural? A rural?
No, it was Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, okay.
But it's a situation where I really wish it hadn't come to that. I was hoping to get a place for it.
Charlie talks about his collection like he's running an orphanage. He sees a neglected Chevy, his heart breaks, and he just can't say no. But that same shepherding impulse has catapulted him to the top of architectural preservation in Los Angeles.
It is a very large edition. I believe it's a 1,200 square foot edition.
He may be the crazy car guy in his street, but his reputation is very different at City Hall.
He's been a pretty ubiquitous presence in preservation circles, both showing up regularly at the Cultural Heritage Commission, bringing forward his own nominations. I have to believe that he has submitted, at this point, well over 100 successful monument nominations, probably at least 10% of our total. And I don't believe there's any other individual that would come close to that. I think
Los Angeles would literally be a different city without him, and you get the good with the bad. With Charlie, like the rest of us, passion isn't something you can just turn on and off. He just happens to express his passions in a very public way, hoping that you'll eventually see the world the way he does.
It's a creation that man made, I agree. And I believe in God. God created the world and all, but man created the car.